And here is the Vegan's Almanac for today, the 19th of May. It's the birthday of Derick K. Grant, born on this day in 1973. Derick Grant is a tap dancer and choreographer based in Boston and New York City. Grant went vegan in 2017 after a period of panic attacks and other health issues that doctors were having trouble explaining. At first, it started off rocky, says Grant, who calls himself a survival chef. I had my moments of weakness, he says, but once I gave up dairy for good, daily functions like mucus and breathing and moving and joint repair changed instantly. It was this evening in 1991 that Becky Sandstedt's footage was aired on NBC Nightly News. Sandstedt's investigation began after seeing a pamphlet about the treatment of, quote, downers at livestock markets, animals for sale who are too sick or injured to stand and who might be left for days with no water, food, or treatment. The material prompted her to visit a livestock market belonging to United Stockyards Corporation in South St. Paul, Minnesota. She worked at night as a cocktail waitress and visited the stockyard from October 1989 until May 1991, using a video camera she bought on credit for $75 a month. She requested a meeting with management in 1989 and again in 1990 through the local Humane Society and was told the problem was being dealt with. In May 1991, she released 44 hours of footage to local and national television stations that showed downed animals lying in pens for days without food or water, cows being dragged by heavy chains attached to a hind leg, pigs kept without food or water in temperatures of negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit, and a cow still alive frozen to the ground. The footage was reduced to 18 minutes by Farm Sanctuary and published as, quote, the downside of livestock marketing. United Stockyards responded just before the airing of Sandstedt's independent investigation on NBC by announcing a, quote, no downer policy at South St. Paul and the 6 other livestock markets the company owned. Farmers would no longer be paid for downed animals, but instead the animals would be euthanized and the farmer charged a rendering fee. The company said Sandstedt had not influenced their decision, but had only determined the timing of their announcement. Farm Sanctuary later hired Sandstedt as an investigator. In 1991, she received the Animal Humanitarian of the Year Award from the Animal Protection Institute. It was on this day in 2017 that 10-year-old Genesis Butler delivered her TED Talk entitled A 10-Year-Old's Vision for Healing the Planet, in which she explained the correlation between the environment and animal consumption. Genesis Butler is an environmental and animal rights activist and was one of the youngest people to ever give a TEDx talk. She stopped eating animals when she was 3 after finding out where her then favorite food, chicken nuggets, came from. She went vegan at the age of 6 and convinced her family to do the same. Genesis has worked with Farm Sanctuary, Humane Society of the United States, and Mercy for Animals. She was the face of the 2019 $1 million vegan campaign, where she met with an international coalition of scientists, environmental activists, and politicians to discuss the role diet change can play in fighting global warming. She began protesting corporations that exploit animals for profit, like Ringling Brothers Circus, which has since announced it'll stop using animals in shows, and SeaWorld. She started attending vigils at pig slaughterhouses in Southern California, a form of activism in which animal advocates bear witness to animals arriving on transport trucks at meatpacking plants, often giving them water because animals endure long journeys to slaughter without food or water. It's one of the last moments that pigs have with humans, Butler said, so at least they'll have one interaction with humans who care for them. And here is Matthew 21:14 through 16. The blind and the lame came to him at the temple, and he healed them. But when the chief priests and the teachers of the law saw the wonderful things he did, and the children shouting in the temple courts, Hosanna to the Son of David, They were indignant. "Do you hear what these children are saying?" they asked him. "Yes," replied Jesus. "Have you never read? From the lips of children and infants, you, Lord, have called forth your praise." Matthew chapter 21, verses 14 through 16. This has been the Vegan's Almanac with the reminder that we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children.